All right, hello everybody. We are here for the first author interview for the Space Wizard Year 5 campaign. This is our fifth year of Space Wizard, and I'm very excited. We have a lot of great books coming up, including um, Aliens in New Florida. So, give us a little introduction about you and your book.
Hey, so I'm Carmen Loup. I wrote Aliens in New Florida, which is an adventure through New Florida, which is post-apocalyptic Florida after aliens have invaded, and it's slightly weirder than usual Florida, not by much. I
Little.
grew up in Florida, and only realized after leaving the state that a lot of things about it are just kind of odd, and other people didn't have the same childhood experience as I had. And when I started realizing that, I was like, "Oh, this could make a really interesting book. Let's just plus it and put some aliens in there, you know."
Yeah. Well, cool. And I very much enjoyed it. And if you've been to one of our other campaigns before, you will probably recognize Carmen, who put together the Audacity, I guess not a trilogy anymore, but Audacity selection of books. And Space Wizard put out the Audacity Omnibus, I guess a couple years ago now. And so that's been available in all of our campaigns. A lot of you have picked it up. It seems to be very popular. So this one is actually in the same universe, right?
Yeah, set in the same universe, about 500 years in the future, or I think it's 200 now. I think I actually changed that. There were so many edits. I've been working on this for 5 years. Um, in one version, it was 500. But anyway, it's in the future after aliens had invaded Earth and then packed up and left. And it's about what happened. How did Earth recover from that, and
Or
what
not.
aliens were left over?
Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah. So if you've read the Audacity, this is a great one. I've obviously read them because I put out the omnibus, so I got a chance to read through all the stories. Lots of fun. This one is very much in the same vein, very funny, lots of cool stuff. Um, you you say how do you put it? You say you're a humorologist. Is that right?
Yeah. Just a humorologist. I'm not a comedian. I don't stand up in front of people and make jokes. I study humor. I cut it up into little bits and figure out why it works and, then break it. And then it's not funny anymore. But
But it is. And you came to me actually at one of the conventions. I think it was at Con Carolina's. First, we started talking about this. You said I have this new strange book, and wanted to put it out through Space Wizard. Um, and I have to say, reading the Audacity and then this one, very much liken it to Douglas Adams and Hitchhiker's Guide. That's how I usually sell this one at conventions. Um, but yeah, I really love your brand of humor. It is very, I'm gonna say scientifically funny. It's it's got very good proportions of humor in it. Um, so how long have you been writing? What sort of other stuff have you done? Has it always been, humor? Have you branched out into other stuff?
yeah, I started writing when I was young, like most of us, fan fiction, like most of us. Fan fiction, and it was The Princess Bride was the
Mhm.
book that really got me because it is funny in
It
its
is.
own way. It's gently funny. There's like a gentle humor to it, but it's also very serious at times too. And that I never really seen that blend. Books were either all funny or they were all serious.
Yeah.
And I really loved that they were married together in The Princess Bride, and that inspired me to do my own writing. So Princess Bride fan fiction, straight out the gate. Inigo Montoya was my favorite. I adored
Yes.
him. I wrote a whole new book about him. And then I came across Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which blew my mind.
Mm.
It sat on my bedside table for years. Actually, it's still usually there. I'll read it almost once a year, honestly. I love it so much. The whole thing, the big one,
Yeah.
all of the books. I recently read Last Chance to See by Douglas Adams. It was the last book of his that I hadn't read.
Yeah.
Incredible nonfiction.
Hmm.
I just adore him. I have everything he's ever put out. He really, he like, I feel a spiritual connection with him.
Hmm.
So that I think comes through in my writing. So I've been writing funnily for a really, really long time too, mostly always. I have never been terribly serious in my writing.
Yeah. I have to say I love Adams as well. Last Chance to See is actually I think one of my favorite books of his. It's just it's so great. And the thing that stands out in my mind, and I read it, I don't know, probably 20 years ago, but I think it's the Kickapoo. Just talking about the this little bird that is just absolutely not built for survival at all. Uh, and um,
Yeah.
he's anyway, as a it's great, both nonfiction and fiction. It's very funny, his stuff across the board. So I guess if you're watching this, if you like Douglas Adams, definitely pick up Aliens in New Florida and pick up The Audacity if you haven't picked that one up, because they're both very much in that same vein of humor. And I definitely have to
Mm,
call this out too because you are the artist as well as the author for this, right?
right.
So what went into this cover? How did this go through your mind versus, say, the Audacity, or, how is this different?
Mm. So, what goes into all of my covers is 4 years of rigorous study at the Savannah College of Art and Design and a lot of
Sure.
money. It was
Yeah.
way too much money. I'll never make that back. But no. Um, this one in particular, I really wanted to capture that kind of like Florida sunset, which is it's just incredible. And I grew up with it thinking like this is just normal, this is what everyone sees, this is how people experience the world, that every evening we get this fantastic light show in the sky. And I've seen the green flash several times as it goes down because I've just watched that many sunsets.
Yeah.
So I wanted that to be a part of the feeling of the book and a part of the feeling of the cover itself. It's kind of it's beautiful, it's kind of romantic, and I wanted there to also be a kind of scrunkliness about it or a kind of oddity about it. So,
Hmm.
in the cover behind you is actually an early version. In the final version, the final version doesn't say Floridia, it says Florida. I
Oh,
don't know if anyone's caught that,
I didn't even
but
catch that.
there's a typo in that version because it was originally the New Floridian.
Hmm.
And I forgot that I put that I in there when I took off the N. But it was hand drawn, so I hand drew that font because I could not find anything that matched those old Florida postcards.
Yeah.
So I hand drew the font for Florida. And then I put a bunch of just kind of nods to things in the story, like the machete,
Hmm.
some of the shells and stuff on top of the shanty van, which they're sitting on.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Yes, and we will have the actual cover for you, hopefully below this post. So we should be able to show it. It is, I guess, it is finalized, right? We've got the final version of that. So,
Yeah, I'm
um,
gonna say it's final. I'm done with
all
it.
right, good. Final dot final, actually final. So yeah, so we'll have
Yeah.
the non-typo version of the cover below this, um, and then you'll be able to get it in the campaign as well. Um, so I guess I know you've been working on more Audacity. Any other fun things? Oh, and I guess we should also mention that we did put out the audiobook for Audacity. What was it end of last year, right? So
Mhm.
which you recorded. So another fun facet of your talent. Um, so and we can maybe even talk about audiobooks with the new uh, Aliens in New Floridia.
I would love to do Aliens in New Floridia. Yeah, I would love to do the audiobook for that too. Recording audiobooks is hard work, but it's so satisfying. I don't know. I had so much fun learning how to do different voices and how to sound more masculine or more feminine. And I really studied, like I spent time learning how to do that kind of thing. It was great. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
it's a lot of fun. I that was my COVID project in 2020 was I did the recordings for my entire Dissolution Verse series, which was 60 something hours of audio. And yeah, like you said, it's great to sort of get in there and do the voices and figure out who talks what way. My wife always jokes that I was in the closet for for a couple years there, trying to
In the
figure out
closet.
voices. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, so if you haven't got a chance to check out the Audacity audiobook, that is available. And you can definitely pick that up, and it is a sort of precursor to the Aliens in New Florida. So
Yeah.
any other plans or any other projects you have on slate?
Yeah, I'm on the Capacity 5 right now. So the fourth book in the series is out, and they're arcs.
Mhm.
So it is a trilogy, it's two trilogies. So the first one that's published already, the one through three, the omnibus, is the first trilogy, and then the
Mhm.
second trilogy, it's is a sequel, but you can read it on its own too. It's
Okay.
got very different themes, so
Yeah.
it's not like all six books are building up to this one single thing. They're very much like three and then three.
Okay.
um, so that one I'm really excited about. Book four is kind of already out, like secretly out, and it's very multiverse focused. Book five, I have mushroom consciousness,
Oh my God.
and um, that's why. And you also have mushrooms in yours. I'm like, I
I
have
do.
to read that, but not until
Yeah.
I'm done with mine, so that I don't accidentally
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
idea. But and it's all about like timelessness and immortality and the horrors of immortality. It's yeah, we're getting into some deep, interesting psychological, spiritual stuff
Yep.
with that book.
Yeah.
So I got about a couple, just a little bit more to write on that. I'm almost done. And then there's another tarot deck or oracle deck possibly in the works.
Cool.
So some more art coming out too, which I don't know if you publish tarot decks or not, but we can talk about
We can
it.
always talk. There's always room for
Can
more
always
stuff.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have not read Audacity 4 yet, so I kept seeing posts that it's out, and I'm like, oh, I need to get a hold of that, but I have not yet. So there, I guess there may be another Audacity omnibus in the future at some point, maybe. We'll see.
I already
But
have
yeah,
the cover drafted.
awesome. It's it's so nice working with authors that also are their own artists, and you're just like, yeah, the whole book's ready at the same time.
Yep.
Um, Yeah. Well, you could definitely go to, was it carmenloup.com?
Yeah.
You can check out all the stuff you have, all the books. You've got comics, you've got tarot decks, you've got all sorts of cool stuff in there. So
Mhm.
check those out. And then in the campaign, of course, you can support Aliens in New Florida if you get you can either get it by itself or if you get our sort of subscription package, you get each book as it comes out. This will be coming out in August of this year. So a lot to look forward with that. Um, check out the entire campaign. We got a lot of goodies, and you can also get your copy of the omnibus if you want to as an add-on. So, any parting thoughts? Any final things you want to leave us with for this interview?
Hmm. Nope. Well, there is one thing. This is the first book I've written in first person instead of in third person
Uh,
perspective. And I
yeah.
thought it was going to be hard until I realized, spoiler alert, it's not a big spoiler. But the narrator, the main character of Aliens in New Florida, is the narrator of the Audacity series. It all ties in.
Yeah.
And
That.
once I realized that, I was like, oh, I already do kind of write in first person because the narrator itself is a character.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
really
that.
interesting. But they can be read separately. So Aliens in New Florida, I've had lots of people beta read it that have never read
Mhm.
the Audacity series, and they're like, it's fine, I get it.
Yeah. But there are a lot of those cool Easter eggs in there. Having read it and then reading this one, there was a lot of cool stuff in there I caught. And I is it directly said in the book that they're the narrator? Anyway, I figured it out
I
from reading it.
believe at the end
So
it's heavily implied.
yeah. So yeah, if you've read the Audacity, definitely check that out, and then you can see the crossover. I read it and I got to that point wherever it was, and I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. So yeah. All right. Well, check out those books. It was great talking with you, and we'll have a fun campaign. You'll actually have two books that you can get from Carmen. in this campaign. So, all right, that's
Awesome.
it for now.
Thank
We see
you.
you the next time.